technology everyone is talking about. Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Bucket Flow, and today we are going to see about a technology everyone is talking about, containerization. Before starting, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and check out other amazing videos. If you're on LinkedIn, do follow me there as well. You can follow me and reach out to me, and you can check out my portfolio as well, rakesh1.in. So hope you like this video. Let's get back to our topic. So today's topic is about containerization, Docker and all. So in this we are going to talk about ECS, ECR, EKS. Before that we need to talk about Docker. What is Docker? If you are aware of the Docker containerization, you can move forward and check out the later part. Okay, but if you are new to this Docker and containerization, I highly recommend do watch this introduction to Docker. Okay, so we are going to simplify this. What is Docker? Okay, basically. Okay, so the first thing in a Docker, if anyone talk about Docker, what is Docker? So basically Docker is kind of a development platform where you can deploy your apps and you can pack all your things, okay, in one file, and then you can ship it to anywhere and it will run. Okay, so basically if I say in a definition way, so Docker is a software development platform to deploy apps. Okay, so basically if I name platform to deploy apps. Okay, why you need this Docker? Okay, so previously if you heard about it's by the developers, it's work on my machine, but if you give to another developer, they will say it's not working on my machine. So that's the issue they solve this Docker. Okay, and if I say the second definition is apps are packaged in a container. Okay, container, I'm sure you know about the container. Okay, so container is like it's a box, so they will put it on a ship and it will look like something like this. Okay, and then this called a container. Okay, this is a called a container, you can say. So that's from there it's came. Okay, so and the third thing about this Docker is, okay, you can run on any machine. Okay, you can run on any machine. Okay, and you can deploy anywhere, it will run same. Okay, whether you deploy on Linux, Mac OS and Windows, it will work same everywhere, and there will be no compatibility issue. Okay, because you are packing everything in one file and then you sending only one file. Okay, they will download all the dependency and whatever the requirements is there, it will download from one configurable file. Okay, on from the internet, so it is easier to maintain. Okay, you can say easier to maintain. Okay, maintain, and it's not dependent upon any language. Okay, you can write your application in any language and you can ship it to. Okay, so like any language, there is no language dependency, you can say. Okay, there is no language dependency for the Docker. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so basically scale container up and down. This is the thing we are going to see in upcoming lectures. Okay, what are this scaling up, scaling down? Okay, no worries. So how this Docker works on OS? Okay, basically. Okay, let me write down the title here, Docker and OS, how it's so as of now we will do most of the things on AWS. So I will take an example of OS. Okay, we have EC2, which will act as our server. Okay, you can see server. Okay, we will spin up the EC2, and on top of that we will install Docker. Okay, let's see, I have one more Docker here. Okay, yeah, I need to install Docker here. So let me copy this. Now here you can run any application, like we have a Java. Okay, Java application is running here, and here we are running our React application. Okay, so that's the thing, that's the simplified they do. Okay, so that's how it's easy. Just spin your EC2 instance, install Docker, and now you can run your Java application on EC2 server. Okay, that's the thing how this works. Okay, you can. Okay, so that's the thing, we will see more about in upcoming videos. No worries. So if you know, so to create a Docker, okay, so containerize all your application, you need to create a Docker file. Okay, to create a Docker file, you need after creating Docker file, there will be a Docker image. Okay, so you will create a Docker image. So just to create a Docker file, you need to write a Docker, and then it will create, no extension, nothing, just you need to type doc, that's all. And you need to write in a YAML format, basically YAML, YAML. Okay, you need to write in that format, and it will create a Docker image. Once you will create a YAML, there will be a Docker image. Okay, now you have created a Docker image. Now where you will store your Docker image. Okay, so for that we have a Docker registry called Docker registry. We have a Docker registry. We have a Docker hub, which is an open source. If you go here and search Docker hub, so which is managed by a Docker. So here you will get a multiple image. Okay, so if you come here, no need to sign in anything. Just what you can do, if I search here, let me search here, node. Okay, you can see here node image. Okay, just download this image, and you will node is installed in your EC2 Muncie. Okay, just you need to run few commands and it will be installed. No need to do manual task or next, and it will install. No need to do this one. Okay, so that's easy, that much easy it is. This is the one place you can store your Docker images. Okay, you need to sign in for that. Okay, and next we have ECR. Okay, Elastic Container Repository by AWS, which is by AWS. This one is a private. Okay, let me show you. If we go to console, okay, you can type it here, or else what you can do, burger icon, go to all services, and under containerization we have Elastic Container Registry. Click it here. Here you can see share and deploy container software publicly or privately. So basically ECR used for privately only by all the organization and all, but you can store your images, make it publicly, anyone can download. Okay, so that's the one thing. Okay, this is the thing, Docker images we have talked. So if you come to the containerization and all, there will be a terminology. There will be always fight about Docker versus virtual machine. Okay, if you go here, you can see here we have our article from AWS as well. Difference between Docker and a virtual machine. Okay, what are the difference? But we are going to see about in image. Okay, so it's not much complicated. I will simplify it and will explain to you, no worries. So let me find out. Okay, let's take this one as only. We have then chart of this. Okay, you can see here we have a physical server. This one is a virtual machine. We type it VM, and this one will be our Docker. No, my bad. It will be opposite. Okay, so we have a virtual machine, which is a physical server. Physical server is like it will be your own laptop also. Okay, then you need to install hypervisor. So what are these hypervisors? In hypervisors we have something called, I'm sure you have VirtualBox. I'm sure you have heard. And then we have VMware. So these are called hypervisors. Okay, in hypervisors also there are two kinds, type 1 and type 2. I will let you explain in another video, no worries. And then there will be an OS. Okay, in hypervisor you need to download the images of the operating system. Okay, you want to install Ubuntu, Windows. Okay, then you need to download that image. Then on that OS you need to install Docker image. Then you will able to deploy your application. Okay, but what Docker do is, we have a physical server, then operating system, okay, OS, and we need to install Docker engine. Okay, that Docker engine will directly talk to your kernel, and then the Docker engine, we have here Docker engine, this Docker engine directly talk to your kernel, and then you can install Docker, then you can deploy your application, and then you can use it. That's the difference. Okay, so no need to think more about virtual machine, which one you use on Docker. So just install Docker and you can use it. Okay, I will explain you how you can use Docker in your Windows machine. Okay, for that we have something called Docker Desktop. Just install this Docker Desktop and you will able to use Docker in your window. Okay, I will make a video on that, no worry. So that's the thing. Okay, the difference between Docker and virtual machine. Okay, so the most important topic for today's is this one. Okay, so the most important topic today's video is this one: ECR, ECS, EKS, and Fargate. What are all these things? Okay, so I will not take much time about the theories and all, because no one is going to ask theory, but you should know what is ECR. So as of now we have seen ECR is basically a container registry. Okay, this will be a elastic container registry. Okay, and it's a private Docker registry, and this ECR, so if you upload your Docker images, so later this is images used by ECR, ECS, and Fargate. I will let you know how you can use this one, but this will use. Okay, so this is about ECR. Okay, now we have ECS. Okay, ECS stands for Elastic Container Service. Okay, Elastic Container Service, and this is called this is used for launch Docker container on AWS. Okay, you can launch Docker container on AWS, and so basically it will provision EC2 instance. Okay, and you can see EC2 provision. So behind the scene it is going to use EC2 only, so you should know about EC2. And okay, so this is EC2, and AWS take care about your starting and stopping the containers, no worries. And we have integrated load balancer as well on ECS. Okay, so you can say about load balancer. So this is about ECS. So basically these are definitions, no need to worry about more about definitions. Okay, as we are going to explore these services, we will know about all this. Okay, and we have a EKS. Okay, before EKS we will talk about Fargate. Okay, what is this Fargate? So basically Fargate is for Docker only, but it's a serverless service. Okay, so serverless service. So serverless is nothing but where you no need to manage about worry about lot of other things. Okay, the all the things is automatic, or by default it will be set for you. So that thing is called serverless. Okay, so no need to provision your EC2, no EC2 provision. Okay, these are all taken care by AWS. No need to worry about, just you need to set up the configuration and all, and AWS will run your container in anywhere based on the CPU utilization, RAM, and it will make it up and down. So no need to worry about your services, it will be up and running. So this one will give us simplified, like it will be easy to manage and all. Okay, and we have last but not the least EKS. EKS stand for Elastic Kubernetes Service. Okay, and EKS stand for Elastic Kubernetes Service. Okay, let me okay, Elastic Kubernetes Service. So basically it allow you to manage Kubernetes cluster on AWS. So it will Kubernetes cluster on AWS, and Kubernetes is, as we know, Kubernetes is an open source to manage, deploy, and scaling your containerization app. But EKS will give you extra functionality. So that's why it's not open source EKS. So you are going to pay for this. Okay, and that's the thing. Okay, if you want to use complete open source Kubernetes, you can install in your EC2 and you can use it, but you will not get the complete functionality and all. That's the thing. And same here, this EKS is going to use your EC2 instance or Fargate. So no need to worry about, it's a configured thing, you can manage as we go. We will learn about all this. So this is what we have learned: CR, ECS, EKS, and Fargate. We are going to more about in upcoming videos. Okay, we will see how to install a Docker on your Ubuntu, like Ubuntu server. Okay, and on your window, everything. No need to worry. That's all for today. And if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and check out other related videos. And if you have any recommendation, any thing which I am not doing correct today, do let me know in the comment section. I'm sure I will improve it. Okay, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.